Told you we were coming right back here on Claves Online. We're live now. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook from Radio Row in Los Angeles. All week long we've been here, and we have been sponsored by Trican Consulting, Western Illinois University, Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Kevin Miller, Caldwell Banker Gundaker, and Bootleggin' Barbecue. Every year, Kicks. I have been doing this for 10 years now, coming to Radio Row and doing these, and every year there is the one interview that I look forward to the most, and that 100%.
Tiki Barber's coming, right? It's going to be so cool, man. He's a good guy. Actually,
I don't know if I've ever had. Is that Ben? Is that the one that stole? No, not your coat. It was the who stole the coat or grabbed the wrong coat at the New York party that one time. Was that Tiki? I think it was Tiki. Yeah.
Really?
It was a mix-up. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional, but he almost walked away.
How many coats do you have that look like Tiki Barbers? Are you kidding? What?
Tiki looked at the fabric and was like, "This can't be mine." And that's.
What? And there's this Red Lobster coupon in here. That's probably not him.
As you can see,
that's not 100% cotton.
Kicks Brooks, one half of the legendary duo Brooks and Dunn, is sitting down here with us. What brings you to radio? Why did you want to put yourself out here amongst all this craziness today?
Well, I do have a show on Westwood One. Our countdown show's on Cumulus, so we're actually partners. Excuse me, I've been doing that for like 15 years, and I'm a huge sports fan. I mean, I have to do my homework to see what songs are on the countdown because I listen to sports radio all the time. And so, Super Bowl, Ronnie and I have actually played at a couple of them, and I want to be here. It's great energy. I'm going to miss the game. I'm going bone fishing in the Bahamas tomorrow. So it was a toss-up, but yeah, if my Titans had been here, I would have still been bone fishing, but but I love football.
You grew up in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I can understand why you're a Titans fan, being the country music star, being in Nashville, but not a Saints guy.
Well, actually, back when I was a little girl, the Dallas Cowboys were the team.
Okay.
We got in Shreveport because there weren't any Saints.
Gotcha.
So yes, I am that old. I know it's hard to tell just looking at me, but so when the Saints came along, yes, I'm a Saints fan. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I had seats before the Titans even got there, and I've had a suite up there in Titan Stadium forever. But what about you? I mean, it sucks if you have one team and they're out, that Sunday is over, or that Tuesday or Monday night or Thursday night. Is there any day we don't have football? I wish there wasn't. But
you have three. You're sitting there with having three teams. Yeah. You're on in St. Louis now, where we had a team just ripped from us and placed here. So
how do you feel about? Do you have? Of course, they came from here,
right?
So, do you care? Are you torn?
No torn. There's no either. It's either you don't care or you want to see them lose. It's one or the other.
Well, how do you feel? I'm sure you've already said this, but I'm curious.
The way I feel about it, like Matt Stafford, cool. If he wins, that's great. If Aaron Donald wins, that's great. I don't want to see Stan Kroenke up there with the trophy. So I don't want to see the organization have the success.
Strutting around after what they did to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's.
But you're not bitter.
No.
You're just...
I've only been here 4 days now, preaching it every day. So.
Hey, but I'm also from Louisiana. We got an LSU boy. Two things happen. We got an LSU boy playing quarterback who won a lot of football games for us at LSU, and I went to Louisiana Tech. But still, that's our big college in Louisiana. So I pull for them, and I pull for him. And what happened to him? Because I have a wine partner who's a big Ohio State fan, and the fact that he pulled out of there, went to LSU and whatever,
and won.
And won. This is all feeling really good, and the fact that they did beat the Titans, we screwed it up, but they've been in that situation too. He's pulled out a lot of games, and so have we. It was that kind of season. We were kind of hanging tough, and they have. And I just like I like the fact if we lost to them, then they need to win.
Okay.
You know, and I don't care. I don't care about. It just seems like Los Angeles can't figure out what do you get. How many teams do they have? Like 3 football teams now, 4 or 5.
I mean, that's in the air. I mean, you know, with not having a team for what was it? You know, a couple decades.
My son lives
Yeah.
here. He's like, people don't know whether to get excited or not.
Yeah.
About a football team here. I mean,
they have other stuff to do.
There.
They have better stuff to do.
Pick a fight with Los Angeles because it's a big bad city.
Yeah, you know what? If you don't want to watch the Rams, you can go to the beach. You got plenty to choose from over there.
Yeah.
When they were in St. Louis, I mean, that's what you had to do on Sundays. That was the big thing going on. So people packed the dome.
Yeah,
and that's that's what they did.
Yeah.
There. Speaking of the dome and all the places in St. Louis, you're on it. You got a new tour. You guys got a new tour coming up.
Yeah. We got a tour.
Yeah.
Dang it. I got to rehearse.
That's what I was telling him. I was listening. We were driving in here today, and I was playing the Reboot album when that came out back in 2019. I loved what you guys did, all of your hits, and I can't. So, I mean, what were there? 10, 12 songs on?
Something, yeah.
Yeah. So you just sent out 12 texts to all the different people you had on there. I mean, nobody's telling you guys no. When you're reaching out.
Anything. It was really a couple of things happened. Luke Combs was playing Brand New Man in his show. I think it was opening.
So that he was doing that before you guys I've seen him twice since he started adding that into the mix, and I thought he was only playing that because he added that.
No, and he actually sent us this acoustic version of it, and I go, "That's cool." And this guy's getting hot, and I like his songs. I like him, you know. And he's wearing a Brooks and Dunn hat all the time. You know, I'm like, that's good. That makes me feel good. It's like getting a Willie Nelson kiss, you know? We're kind of like the old guys on the block. And here's a hot guy who thinks, I mean, we wore the ugliest shirts that were ever made.
That's like a style now, though. Like
it's amazing to me. All the night we shot ourselves out of cannons, and we had giant inflatable girls on stage. We blew up $60,000-$70,000 worth of confetti every year. We were so stupid. We did the most ridiculous things on stage that I thought had ever done. And I just assumed it would overpower our music that we really cared about and really spent some time working on. And it's really enlightening to me this far down the road that these young acts are not talking about all the nonsense or making fun of all the stupid, ignorant stuff that we did, and they're going, man, I really like this song or that song or whatever. And then Casey Musgraves doing Neon Moon out of the blue. That was before we did it, before that album. I'm like, well, that's cool. Casey picked that up. I go, have you heard this? It's like this LSD version of Neon Moon, and it's really cool, you know. And our manager said, you know, there's a lot of acts out there that like you guys. I go, in all honesty, I was surprised when he goes, would you mind if I just, like you say, if I just throw some hooks in the water and see if any acts are interested in doing something like this? And he started coming back. Kane Brown wants to do Believe. I go, Believe? I go, that struck me because Ronnie sings his ass off on that song. I mean, it's a song that anybody could sing in church and whatever like that. It's a great song. But I'm like, man, I just thought that was courageous. Kane Brown wants to go toe-to-toe with Ronnie Dunn on Believe. You know, and he got in the studio and he started singing. I went, wow, cat can really sing good, you know. Every performance went like that. Of course, John Party comes in, we're like, and we totally we had no arrangements. We just, when they would walk in the studio, some of them we hadn't even met. Even Ashley McBride, we duetted on You're Gonna Miss Me. Never even met Ashley before. I'm like, I don't even know what key he's singing. She's, let me just sit down with the guitar and figure this out.
Well, one like Thomas Rhett, I mean, who I'm sure you did plenty of stuff with his dad back in the day. And for him to do My Maria, like, you got to hit a high note for that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's
when that song comes on the radio and I'm in there and with my 8-year-old and I try to.
That's the easiest.
I try to do it. Doesn't sound like that. Nope.
It's falsetto. You know, that's. Yeah, that one's easier than it sounds, but it was a real compliment to us. It was a great experience, and it kind of made us feel like we had some wind in our sails. And maybe we should go make another lap around the block as Brooks and Dunn. And, it's weird, but people are coming out and they're clapping and everything.
Yeah. It's again, the legendary duo Brooks and Dunn going on tour from Nashville. It's the name of the tour. Look up where their guys. That's what I'm reading right now. I'm going off with the notes they sent me. So if this is new information to you,
nobody told me from Nashville.
That's what it says.
Doesn't make any sense. That can't be the name of the tour.
That's what it says. So I'm just.
Are you sure that's
not
along. Like just part of type? They're typing something to you like from Nashville.
That might be too.
Or whatever.
We'll figure that out. We'll Google it and we'll get it all done.
Hey y'all, don't believe that. I don't think that's the name of the tour.
That is Kix Brooks here on Claims Online. We are live from Radio Row here in Los Angeles. Kix, thank you so much.
Get hanging.
At Western Illinois University, limits are meant to be pushed. Because the best change happens when people think in new and unexpected ways. At WIU, you'll experience a world where your presence matters, where your ideas take flight, and your determination opens the door to possibility. At WIU, we create a world that's brand new.